What's up, YouTube? So, finally, we had NXT Takeover Dallas, and it is currently 5:22 here in the UK, and I'm very, very, very tired. However, I'm coming at you through the internet to talk about wrestling. So, to start off, the Revival have lost their titles, and now they're going to be relegated to the tag team mid-card hell, just like Enzo and Cass, and the Vaudevillains, and, well, the Hype Bros. I'm not sure if the Hype Bros are still together, but, well, if Zack wins that title on Sunday, then, well, they're probably not. American Alpha took the titles, and, well, they deserve it fully, and they are going to run with it, and they're going to be awesome as always, because, well, they pretty much rock, don't they? Let's be honest. Then we had Austin Aries in his debut against Big Banter Baron, which was a bit of a disappointing match. I don't think it was anything to do with Austin Aries. It's just that Baron Corbin's a very stiff, very kind of old school wrestler because he's so very, very damn tall. It was a very cool build up. The feud I really, really liked. The match was, well, as like I said, it was okay. Austin Aries did some very, very cool spots, good moves. Corbin had a very cool entrance with kind of like, not really sure what they were, like skeletons, but I'm not sure which animal they were from, but he looked badass. The whole thing was pretty meh. It was really nothing in the match. It was really boring, to be honest, but it was serviceable. It was a match. It wasn't a bad match by any means. It was just okay. So next up, it was the big one. It was Sami Zayn against Shinsuke Nakamura, the big New Japan guy, the king of strong style. Well, that match was, one, it was long. It was a very, very long match. I'm not sure exactly how long it was, but it felt like forever. But it never got boring. It absolutely tore the house down. It was full of great, great moves. There was no kind of cheap spots to get a pop going. It was just a technical wrestling masterclass. I liked it when Nakamura hit the kind of reverse on Sami Zayn and put him into that triangle armbar, which was really, really, really cool to watch. And I can definitely believe the hype as to why Nakamura is considered one of the best in the world by far. His entrance was full of charisma. And I believe he's got more charisma in probably his fingernail than the entire main roster, with the exception to Dean Ambrose, of course. But it was a very, very cool match. I loved it to bits. And it was great to see Sami Zayn go out on a high and go out in a very, very good match. And he's gone to the shadow realm of the main roster. So we'll see how he does up there. Hopefully they book him well. I would like to see him win the title, but I think maybe he won't win the IC title just yet, because it would be a better story to see them fight for absolutely nothing and just fight for the sake of wanting to beat each other, which was very good. Now we had an upset of the night where, of course, Asuka versus Bayley. Female John Cena versus Asuka. This was a okay match. Like, Bayley never really... I don't think she never really tears the house down unless she's fighting someone like Sasha Banks. It was a very, very good match. It was just the fact that it was serviceable. That is what I could say about it. It was a match. But nevertheless, she lost the title and she didn't tap. It was a very Stone Cold versus Bret Hart thing. She just passed out. So I don't know if they're going to carry on that storyline on NXT or if she's going to just pop up on the main roster somewhere. Just like Neville just turned up once he had lost the title. So that was a very interesting end to her title reign. I'm glad they didn't have her lose it. It makes her look strong coming up. So really, I can see her definitely making her debut and being one hell of a babyface on that main roster. So next up, we had Finn Balor against, well, that's it. It's Samoa Joe, who was just cut open straight away. You could see that the higher ups, especially Vince McMahon, wasn't happy with him being cut open and carrying on in the straight first minutes of the match, to be honest, because he constantly had the ref falling over him, trying to get that eye cut cleaned up. But, really, it was a decent match, I thought. I really did enjoy it. You showed that Samoa Joe was menacing, he was in control, but he lost, which is really weird, because I thought Finn Balor would be coming up to the main roster. It's finally his time, he's done everything. He lost it to Samoa Joe, who'd be a great heel. But then again, there aren't too many face guys on the main roster, on the NXT roster, sorry. So he may need to stay around until we get some more guys up on there. Or he could just turn up at WrestleMania holding that belt and pretty much destroying whoever he sides with. Now that'd be pretty cool to watch, wouldn't it? But anyway, that was it for that. Just my initial thoughts on the show. I think it's the best takeover so far, by far. I really did enjoy Takeover London. Brooklyn stands out, but they all stand out really. I don't think there's been a bad takeover, to be honest. They've all been absolutely amazing, and well, WrestleMania won't be that good. They won't beat NXT just for sheer wrestling quality. But then again, you have got people like Nakamura, Samoa Joe and Finn Balor on NXT, so it's tough to beat it when you've got the likes of Roman Reigns. But again, I do like Roman Reigns, he's just been booked terribly. But hope you enjoyed that. Like if you watched it, comment what you think below. Goodbye.